Thank you guys for sitting down with us and having a little chat.
Thanks, no problem.
I know you're super busy creating awesomeness that is raccoons. So, good question. So, what made you do raccoons instead of a traditional superhero comic?
I don't think either one of us are really into superheroes. No.
What is wrong with you?
Enemy's over. I like heroes or superheroes. I like villains. I like people that hurt people and cause pain. No. I mean,
why there's so many roles?
No, we're into fantasy. Yeah, and it's like when it comes to, I mean, if you're gonna do a superhero comic, you're competing with like the entire Marvel and DC universe. And I feel like there's not a lot I can personally say about it, and I'd rather, I don't even really read superheroes. I don't really read Marvel or DC. It's not really something I'm into. So I just want to tell stories that are mine, are my own, and characters that I've created. I don't really want to play in other people's universes because there's restrictions, and I can't like cross one character with another because it's not continuity. It's like our continuity is our own. Our storylines are our own, so the consequences and the actions that we put in with our story are our own, so we don't have anyone saying you can't do that. And even creating your own superhero, it's been so overdone. With every origin story is the same, like somebody's parents get murdered or some stupid shit, and they have vengeance and anger, and so they fight crime. Like, it's just so oversaturated, those superhero economies. Just overdone and badly used sometimes. It's time for something new, really, original stories, and I think that's why indie comics are getting bigger, is because you know that when they say the death of a character, they're going to be back next week. There's some ridiculous storyline to bring it back in. It's like, if we were to ever kill a character, that would be it.
Okay.
You know, we're not going to resurrect them in some stupid way. You know, like, there's consequences to everything that we do.
So do you think that has anything to do with how the reaction that you've gotten from the books? Because people are super into it. You don't have casual fans. You have really rabid fans.
I think that's, I mean, to us, it's just amazing. I mean, we just did the book we wanted to do. Yeah. We didn't even think it was going to, when we talked about it before it came out, that we're just like, you know what, as long as we can get like 5,000 people, we can do this 3, maybe 5 issues, you know? But then it just kind of, it didn't start off big, it didn't start off as this thing, and then it just, like, in the last few months, that's all because the fans just keep forcing that on other people. It's the fans. Like almost violently, which is interesting. I like that. I mean, what I do, like, poetry, so it's, I don't know, like, I guess we're just, we're doing what we set out to do. We're not really compromising it. We're not trying to, just rolling with, like, we have very elaborate backstories for all of them. We have a history for all the characters, and not just the main characters, but like Braga and Sawyer and Tizzy. They all have really developed backgrounds that are tied into Allison, her own story, or into the raccoon story. And I think because we're doing that with all the characters, making them real people, everyone sees, they read the book and they're like, I have a friend like that, or I'm like that. And because of that relatability, I think that's where the fan base comes from. That it is very relatable. And I think on the outset, we were worried that people would just think it's 2 guys writing a series of 4 women, and it's just going to be like a cheesecake fest. But the thing is, I mean, it's all based on shit we know, and women we know, and experiences we've had with people like these characters. So it's not fake. Like, it's real shit. And so we want to keep it real, like, because what's the point? I mean, it's fantasy, obviously, but you can't relate to it if it's not based on some reality. It's not that's something that you can see and recognize, and it's the point. So, you know, everything is based on women in our lives. Exes that may have crashed the car in the house. No, but it's a lot, you know.
try to keep this as authentic as possible. It's fancy.
Yeah, and I think like I feel like when I've read comics, I've never seen women act the way that I like know them. Like people in my life say the most offensive things. I'm gonna call her right now because she's in the room. But my fiance says things that I don't even know how to respond to sometimes.
I've heard some of it.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
Yeah, it's like, well, and then people, you know, like, some people are like, oh, that's just guys writing women. I'm like, no, I really am not. Like, that really is the people in my life. They are really shocking sometimes, and I hate that. I hate when people say, like, oh, it's just guys trying to be cool writing cool jokes, and it's like, you have not been people in my life.
Right, like my wife was the most offensive person that I know. I know offensive people. I know horrible people. And my wife, like, she tops everything, and I love her for it. And so why not, you know, base the world around these women that are loves and that are amazing.
Yeah.
So, what has been your favorite part of the fans' reaction? Was it the burlesque show that we just had? I think that might be it.
This was incredible.
This was almost like kind of like the cap on everything that like is built up to this film, because we've seen people doing the costumes, we've seen people messaging us and thanking us for doing it, and even when we came to this, I was like, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people, but I really thought it would be like, well, they're gonna come for this cool show.
Right.
But then we had a lineup all night, and I guess sometimes like I don't really realize that we have as many fans as we do.
So I'm thinking like, people are here because this is an amazing burlesque competition. Okay, let's just. This shit was amazing. Like, I can't even process.
You had that real creepy predator grin on.
I did, like, it was a real creepy, like, I couldn't stop it from being like this creepy, like, yeah, like. But I mean, no, it was phenomenal. Like the performance was phenomenal. It really blew my mind. It was amazing. This is definitely one of the highlights of my life. Not even my career, my life.
So, since you said that, is there anything that you're like, I wish I could be like her, or anyone that inspires you?
Yeah, like for me, it's.
I would be like that. Like, she's always high.
It's, yeah, like, they're kind of all pieces that I wish I could be more like. Like, Hannah is basically, she tells people exactly where to get off, and like, I've had so many people in my life that I wish they'd just done that to years before. Betty, yeah, you know, we go back to that company. Betty, because she just kind of loves people where they're at. You know, like, I love her, just like, gives people the benefit of the doubt. She loves them unconditionally. I love that about her.
It's not me, but I've always attracted Hannahs. I've always dated Hannahs.
So you're a bit of a Sawyer?
I guess I am a bit of a Sawyer.
Okay, so you're admitting to that now, which you know what you're admitting to. That sexy Sawyer picture that showed up on the internet.
Oh, no.
That's you. That is you.
It's not me.
First of all,
I've never had any relations with squids or squid-like creatures.
Experience that conventions like before and now after the first fight.
When it first,
New York Comic Con was when they first.
oh,
Oh, we announced it, yeah.
And even like at that announcement, it was just coming off from Hands and Bows.
Yeah. Right.
And that for me, that was exciting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess in New York, that's when it was in college, and it had just come out.
Yeah, that was the first issue.
And even then, it had just come out, and the fans come up and had the book in.
And the wide variety is what really
It
astounded
was a
us.
wide variety
middle-aged black guy that was like in love with Sawyer. And told us over and over again. And then I think for me the most interesting was these like two East Indian women. They were probably in their 40s. Came over, and I thought they were just kind of walking by. And they kind of slowly came over to the table. And I was like, hey, here you go. Have you heard of Raccoons? They're like, yeah, we love it. And I was like, who doesn't read this book? It's like all different kinds of people.
Kind of person came up, and that was crazy.
Yeah.
That right there, I'm into it. Lady Ball is definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm into redheads, so that's.
Is it really gonna grow with you back?
Yes.
Yes.
It's coming.
So excited.
You gotta wait for the event that makes her realize she needs to grow it back.
Yeah.
It wasn't her at the party being super hipster, like, oh, these girls cutting their beards off.
Yeah.
It's coming and it's coming forward. It's not, again, it happens for a reason.
Fans are gonna like both love us and hate us for what's happening.
They're gonna love that Violet finally has her beard.
But the reason